Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. I spent quite a bit of time today buttoning down this junkyard engine in my 2002 Honda CRV. So what I did today is put on the intake starter, the alternator, finished up with all the radiator, hoses, battery, breather box. So I made quite a bit of headway. I've got enough oil in it to start and enough transmission fluid. When it gets up to operating temperature, I'll check all those items a second time. I've put antifreeze in it and gave the battery a little bit of a charge. So it's do or die right now. We're going to give this thing a start. If you hear any loud banging or knocking, then we're out of business. Hopefully this engine's a good one, because it'll be a real pain in the ass if this engine's no good. I'm not going to do this job twice. So let's see what we're dealing with here and then go from there. Okay, don't sound too bad. I've got to top off the power steering pump. The pump's whining a little bit. I got to add some power steering fluid. Otherwise, it sounds pretty smooth. There's some grease burning off on the back. That's just from the moose piss I put on the muffler bolts to get the 3 bolts off the exhaust manifold. You're going to have a little bit of that oil burn off here and there until this warms up. So I can hear it warming up. The idle speed is decreasing as it's warming up. Looking underneath, I do not see any dripping, any antifreeze, or any oil coming out of it. So that's always a positive sign. You just heard it kick down. Now it's idling at operating RPM. I'm going to give it a little throttle, see if it's got rod knock. The only thing I'm hearing is the power steering pump whining, and that's because it's low on fluid. The only thing I see is I got to adjust the idle. When you reattach the cruise control cable and the throttle cable, there's adjustments that can be made, and I try to keep them the same as when it come off, but it's idling at 1,000 RPM. It should be at 800. Actually, it just kicked down to 800, so I think we're good. So it's been running a good 5 minutes, and I don't see anything coming out of the bottom. No antifreeze, oil, transmission fluid. Seems to have a smooth idle, no rod knock. When I had it up to 2,000 RPM, I'm not going to beat the snot out of it until I go through it again, make sure we got enough oils topped off and the transmission fluids topped off as well. I drained and serviced that while I had the engine out. So all in all, this turned out to be a good project. I'm happy with that. So we're on the road again. I'll give my pickup truck a break and start using this. 2.4 liters, a whole lot better than 4.8 liter. Okay, kids and cadets, thanks for coming out and helping me look at this 2.4 Honda CRV engine with me.